later in the sordid settings of Bukowski novels. It is Jesse, dyeing his hair red for the show and me wanting to do something similarly awesome but not quite as permanent, so I spray my hair with Sun-In. Perhaps the least rock and roll gesture in the history of rock and roll. And although the bottle says that the effects of Sun-In will last for approximately a week, the shit does not wash out for 6 months. It's Nick Van Brunt hitting those first few chords for Torrents of Torment, a lofted ashtray sailing across my field of vision and bodies, 13, 14, and 15-year-olds full of angst and acne, surging towards the stage, feeling that they together can lay waste to something tangible, turn the internal wreckage inflicted by hormones and rejection and untimely erections into collisions and bloody noses and broken chairs. And we rock and headbang and sweat, playing the tune faster than we've ever dared rehearse it, and then just when I'm feeling like I could do this forever, the show is over, leaving with me with this electricity roiling in my gut that lingers for hours. And in the coming days and weeks, we relive those moments that had become a blur, but that revisit us with perfect clarity when one of us says, "Remember this?" Bacchanal is the first whiskey show, etching our names on the backstage walls and trying to memorize lyrics in the green room. Bacchanal is practicing without a PA or microphone, so shows are often a setting in which we debut lyrics and melodies not only to our audience but to each other. And as Bacchanal takes the stage, I find myself jealous of John, of the ritual that is the setting up of his drum kit, a ritual that must calm him in all of its meticulousness, a ritual that makes him look like a pro while I stand there clutching my Ibanez and try not to get entangled in the chords. Bacchanal is looking out at that whiskey crowd, spotting blonde Mislansky heads popping up like mushrooms, emitting plumes of cigarette smoke, and our cautiously proud parents observing from the balcony above. It is our parents awakening to the seriousness of this thing that must have seemed less than serious a couple of years before. Bacchanal is a tribute to their tolerance, open-mindedness, and support, to their belief that this is a part of the exorbitant tuition that they pay for their children's education. Bacchanal is recording Bacchanal. It's 4-track demos made in John's garage, videotape recordings of live shows. It's our senior project, the Bacchanal Demo, where our producer Vinny, the brother of the guy from Quiet Riot, gets so stinking drunk that Nick ends up doing all of the mixing. Bacchanal is all the little moments. It's Oakwood Arts Fairs, town meetings, school assemblies, Jesse in overalls, Jesse in a dress, Jesse in his underwear, Nick's endearing clumsiness and John's irrepressible mischievousness. It's Saturday rehearsals at John's house with new bridges, drop Ds, extended solos, odd time signatures, new crash cymbals, double bass pedals, cover tunes, original tunes, sleepovers, smoke breaks, home movies, band outings, and pasta dinners. It's silliness, dead seriousness, bickering and laughing, and it all culminates in the final Roxy show. Jesse shredding the Les Paul, Nick tickling the ivories, and John emerging for one song from the background to slap some bass. And I'm not saying that we can't soar higher, that the apex is reached, but that last note is our best note. A note I relive over and over again, screening the videotape for the better part of my freshman dorm, because I'm just so eager to share me, the real me, the piece that couldn't probably be properly introduced without my band. And it takes some time before I finally get it, before I truly understand I don't need a videotape. I carry these guys inside me like essential organs. I am Bacchanal and Bacchanal is me. How fucking cool is it to look around this nostalgia-soaked stage and say one more time that Bacchanal is we.
Do it again. cliches, but man, they don't mean nothing. Going through another phase, your excuses just make my ears ring. This time who's gonna stop? Getting kicked right out the door. It's just like a broken record. Get to the broken record. That you're going clean, you won't bring yourself anymore harm. But that ain't insulin and I needle stuck in your arm. There's so many people that play, it's just like a broken record. A broken record. Some powder will stuck up your nose. In the past I didn't leave it for you, but now I know not to impose. Dancing without years ago. Tell me what dance that you know. It's just to the broken record. To the broken record. Just like a broken record. Just to the broken record. I remember writing that song at Maggie and Mark Damon's house, part 2, when you guys moved to the house on that sloping hill. Definitely remember. Where's Lexi? We wrote that when John had his drums in your room. So thank you, Lexi, for letting us tarnish your room with bars of 9/8. It's what you do when you don't have a girlfriend.
Anyone want a tuner? Tuner? No.
This is tuning in D. So this next song reminds me, there's a band that probably 3 people in this room know. 2 of them who are on stage, one of them is this guy. This band called Vigilance. For those of you who know Pirates and Panthers, it was a side project of Ace McKnight from Pirates and Panthers. And Vigilance wasn't the most original band. In fact, critics had, you know how bands will say like, oh, this band is like, it sounds like, you know, the Misfits meets Donna Summer, or, you know, whatever, or, you know, Britney Spears meets Bad Brains. This Vigilance was critiqued as saying, it sounds like Maiden meets Maiden. So we discovered in playing this song again that this song sounds like Tool meets Tool. Because it was 1990.
You're loading? Oh, sorry.
Greg Davidson, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
our songs than half of the band.
Big Red!